I'm curious, you seem like a high energy kind of guy in an environment where it's going to be unique, no fans obviously in the stands. In what ways do you feel like you could contribute to the team in that department?
Yeah, I think it's going to be new and different for everybody, but at the same time, every team's in the same boat. Personally, I like to keep things light, talk as much as I can and communicate on the bench and on the ice. And I think that's going to be huge, bringing your team up any way you can, whether that's communicating on the bench, bring guys up or just having a positive attitude out there. I think that's huge. I think all of us understand that, and that's the approach we need to take.
Okay, thanks. The next question is from Taylor Haas. Go ahead, Taylor.
Hi, Brandon. How do you feel physically heading into the playoffs compared to how you would normally feel after an 82-game season? How do you think the break may have benefited you in that regard?
Yeah, I think, our strength and conditioning team has done a great job in preparing us and getting us ready, and taking the necessary steps to go out there and have a long run here. But I think everyone's had some time off and maybe can fix some injuries that they had nagging them throughout the regular season. But I think you're coming into this thing at 100% and you're ready to go. There was a time, a period where you were itching to get back out there, and that's coming to fruition here.
Next question, Michelle, go ahead.
Hey, Brandon, just how's it been having Zach back on your line? I know he was just about to return before the pause. So to have him reunited with you and Teddy, just how's that been so far through the first week?
Yeah, I think things have been going well so far in camp, and it's going back out there and building that confidence and that chemistry that we left off when he was injured in the regular season. But I think he's a great player, and Teddy and I are excited to have him back if that's the case. But I think at the same time, everyone's out there and trying to build chemistry and confidence and go out there and gel together as a team. I think, you take it step by step, day by day, and go out there and build that chemistry and confidence, like I said, that was there previously in the regular season.
Next question's from Matt Vensel. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Brandon, when it comes to the penalty kill, it's critical for all four guys to be kind of working together. And also, I know with the way you guys play, you need to have the right kind of balance when it comes to aggressiveness. How do you guys kind of get back to where you were in February and March, given that you only have a couple weeks to practice and you're probably not going full bore against the power play in practice?
I think it's just getting those reps and positioning and ultimately communicating with another. I think anybody who goes on the ice understands what the job is to do on the penalty kill, and that's to block shots and ultimately kill a penalty and gain momentum for your team. And I think, our coaching staff will do a great job in preparing us and getting us in the position we need to be to go out there and kill penalties and be where we're at in the regular season. I think everyone understands the job and the role they play on the ice, and penalty kill and specialty teams are a huge part of that, especially in the playoffs.
Next question comes from Wes Crosby. Go ahead, Wes.
Hey, Brandon, thanks for doing this. Tomorrow you guys have your first scrimmage day. Just how beneficial do you think those days will be, just helping you get used to a game day atmosphere?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's a position that we need to be in, and we understand getting our legs back into game shape. I think, we had some time off there, obviously, with the break, but I mean, we've had a great camp thus far, and it's exciting to go out there and have a scrimmage. I think we've all missed playing in games, and this will be the closest thing that we've done since leaving off in Columbus there, where we didn't get to finish that game. But I think everyone's excited and chomping at the bit to get back out there and playing a full game here.
Next question's from Mike DeFabo. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Brandon. You mentioned shot blocking a little bit earlier. That seems to be an area of the game that's highlighted during the postseason. And you're always up near the top of the list when it comes to shots blocked in the NHL. Just what's the mentality of a shot blocker? Is there an art to it, or is it more so just being tough and feeling like you're going to step in front of a shot? Like what does it take to be a good shot blocker, and what's the value of it right now?
I think it's just being in the right position, and it's a job that isn't well liked around the league. But I mean, shot blocking and penalty kill is a huge part of today's game. In the specialty team battle, and I think you have to do whatever it takes, and if that means stepping in front of somebody's shot and eating a puck for the guys, I think that's part of the game and part of the role and the job that you do when you have to go out there to penalty kill.
Next question comes from Taylor. Go ahead, Taylor.
Is it hard to replicate the physicality of a real game in practice? Like, how do you prepare for that? Because are you going like 100% against your own teammates? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we've had some battling drills thus far throughout camp, and I think the coaching staff has done a great job of incorporating that back into practice. But I think at the same time, you want to battle and play hard against your teammates, but in the same way, do that clean. You don't want to be coming in and running guys and being a nuisance out there. You want to play the game the right way and play hard and put yourself in a position to battle. And you miss that grind of the game, and I think we all embrace that part of hockey, and we're excited to have that back here.
Last questions from Matt Venzel. Go ahead, Matt.
Who's the better shot blocker, you or your brother? And why do you think you guys are both among the best at your respective positions when it comes to blocking those?
I mean, I think he's had a few more blocks than me this season, but I mean, no, it's part of our job and our roles as players, and I think I've learned from him in that game, watching him over the years. He's a great penalty killer, he's a great defenseman, and I think he understands that you need to get out there and do that job, and I think that's rubbed off on myself. And I think when you're a role player and a penalty killer, and you want to be doing those small little things that make your game and elevate your game to the play and level as your team wants you to be. And I think you just got to go out there and plan to get the job done every night.